everyone. This week I've got a very special guest, Rosie Green, or just Green, depending on how well you know her. She is a beauty director of how many years?
23, I think we worked out. Well, I haven't been a beauty director all that time, but I've been a beauty journalist all that time.
What magazines did you work on?
So I started at Elle, I was on Elle for 10 years, started as a beauty assistant, and then became beauty director at Elle, and then went to Red and became beauty director there. And then I've worked on Woman and Home as well, but I've written about beauty for kind of practically every newspaper there is, and some foreign magazines too.
And spas.
And spas, yeah, I've now got the enviable gig of being a spa columnist for The Telegraph. So, I mean, that's a really hard gig.
Font of knowledge this time. And it's always curious, isn't it, to look at someone else's makeup bag. So Rosie's come in and she's going to show me what products she loves.
Yeah, that's true. Although I feel a bit nervous showing a makeup artist, but you know, and especially one as good as you. Right, so I think I really
Let's
like...
look at your makeup bag first.
Yeah, exactly. Here's the makeup bag.
YSL.
YSL. I've had it for a ridiculously long amount of time and it's actually done very well for itself, I have to say. I don't think we've got the complexing recipe, have we?
Oh, yes. You carry on and talk about something else when I get that. Right,
so what do I like? I've got a very pared back makeup bag actually, I have to say. You know, I haven't got that much in it.
Here you are.
I love this as a base. I love a tinted moisturiser. I've worked my way through many of them. That's my current favourite. I also do...
Why?
Because I think it's really sheer, it sinks in, it doesn't give you any of that sort of pilling or tackiness. It just seems to kind of give you a glow, and the most important thing for me is it doesn't make me feel like I'm made up.
Yep. The texture of makeup's so important, isn't it?
Yeah, it is, and it just goes on really easily. I mean, I think I could put that on without a mirror. It'd just be, you know. Then I use a concealer. I have quite a lot of redness, which we've done another video about. So I really love this Vichy Dermablend concealer. It's not very expensive.
It's brilliant.
It's brilliant.
And it's non-comedemic, so if you've got acne or rosacea, it's really good for your skin, isn't it?
Yeah, I'm glad that you said that word, not me. I just find it gives
you could
really
probably
good...
spell it. Or I probably couldn't spell it.
Don't think I could. I find it just gives really good coverage. You can use it like actually on the little spots, can't you, to just touch it out. Or I can use it on a sort of bigger area. In fact, you taught me that kind of, you know, just sort of stroking a few bits here and then blending it in on the cheeks. I use it with this brush.
Oh, that's tiny,
Yeah, it's a tiny little thing that I sort of use to dip out. I think it's Real Techniques again. Yes, it is. The other...
I like the size of that concealer too. It's not too big and heavy, like some of them can be quite cumbersome. It's just a bit
so
packaging.
I take that out of my bag with me all the time. And then there's also this Nars Concealer.
Now, Dr. Sam Bunting loves that concealer.
Does she? Maybe that's where
I don't use it, but I know it's a really, really good formula. I don't use a lot of Nars actually, weirdly. It's funny how you
get into different things, but I can use it under my eyes, and again I find that really lasts for quite a long time.
Can I ask what colour you use for the Vichy?
The Vichy is it's called SOS Cover Stick.
15.
Yeah, 15, good. And then this one's called Cannelle. I'm sure I'm not saying that right.
Cannelle.
Yeah, exactly. And so then I use my little brush. What else do I use?
Interestingly, both of those concealers are opaque concealers.
Okay.
The Nars is heavier, isn't it?
Yes, they are really quite heavy.
Do you use them at the same time, or you just
change?
I
just switch between them.
Okay.
Yeah, a bit
They're your
like that.
favourite ones, expensive and affordable.
Yes, exactly. And then what I do is I have my brush, which is this Gemma Kidd brush. I'm not sure that you can get it anymore.
Wow,
lovely Gemma Kidd, we love her. And
sister of Jodie Kidd, who was a makeup artist. I think she was Mary Greenwell's assistant for many years.
She was, and she's a really nice girl. And her products I thought were really, really brilliant. But sadly, I don't think they exist anymore.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, so this is a Chanel eyeshadow, which is called... oh my god, I'm going to say this very badly. Verlame. I'm sure that's how you say it. Anyway, 906 to you and I. But actually, it could be any dark brown or black or...
Is it greeny?
It's got a greeny sort of shimmer.
Yeah.
So I sort of get this on here and I push it up into my lash line, that classic Laura Mercier.
Under your lashes?
Yeah, so I go up and under.
With the powder?
Yeah.
Can you show me? Grab the mirror.
Okay, all right.
Grab the mirror.
Okay.
Doesn't the powder go in your eyes?
No. Right, so hang on.
I've never in my life...
What do you mean?
I do it with kohl. I don't do it.
No, but I find with kohl it can get a bit smudgy, so I find this doesn't smudge basically. So I'll just go up and under and push it in.
Well, I know the technique, but not with the powder. That's brilliant.
Okay.
See, you learn something every day.
Yeah, and
I have.
And I think it lasts longer. And also I have to confess to you at this point that I have had my lash line tattooed as well.
Okay, that's very subtle.
So it's really subtle, and because I was deeply paranoid obviously with tattoo, but it just means that every day I wake up and before I've got any makeup on, I've got some definition there. I mean, obviously, you know, they have to get really close to the lash, but I think that's great. It's expensive, but you know.
How long did it take?
It took about an hour and a half.
Can you go close to the lens, Rosie? Because I actually can't see any tattoo, and I've seen many eyelids tattooed, and it's very heavy.
Yeah, you wouldn't see it. Especially now I've got makeup on over the top, you wouldn't see it. So all it looks like is, you know, when you have your lashes tinted and you get that residual, like it looks like it's really nice. Right, okay. You look like you've kind of got naturally loads of full lashes. Yeah, it's
so
great.
It's not really a line, it's just in between the lashes.
Oh yeah, it's in between the lashes.
Oh, who did that for you?
A woman called Suzanne Martin, who you can find on Instagram. She does it at the Lanesborough, which is quite expensive, but you can, which is a very nice experience, obviously, but you can
Is
get
that
it
her
done.
Clinic there in the hotel?
Yeah, but I think she works on her own as well, so you can go to her in a different place.
Painful?
Weird. She puts a numbing cream on.
Right.
Yeah. I can't believe you've never done this. I'm trying to think who taught me. Laura Mercier,
myself.
I think.
But can I just say, just to everyone, this was great brush, by the way.
Yeah.
That's a shame.
Yeah.
That she's not. She doesn't have a range anymore. But this is really dense. This Chanel.
Yeah.
Sorry, now your little spoon is gone on. That is really like a liner.
Yeah, and I just find it doesn't smudge. And my main thing is
that's got a lot of playtime in it. Okay.
There we go.
I've got enough black around my eye, but
yeah,
I'll
you
try
don't
that
need any
later.
more, but yeah.
Okay.
Now, if I don't do that, because that takes a bit longer, although not really, I will use a black kohl and I will do exactly as you do and just go underneath that. Now, this is the new Victoria Beckham one.
Oh, download. What do we think of that range?
So I really like this. It's smudgy, so you know you have to be a bit careful and check your eyes every so often. I mean, you get the benefits of it being smudgy and that it's sexy and smouldery and all those things, but it does move a bit.
Right. Okay.
You know,
is it water? Oh, that's lovely.
Yeah. There's a Dior one that I use that doesn't move, but I don't have it in my bag.
Right. That is as soft as this.
It's not as soft, so there's a payoff.
Right.
You know, if it's that soft, then that's what it's going to move a bit. But that to me is a bit like wearing tinted moisturiser. You know that you have to reapply. It's not going to last 24 hours. Like,
sure.
You know.
But then it just blinks down your eyes, doesn't it? It's tricky. Okay. What else was in the range that you spotted that you liked?
Well, she's only doing slow drops of things. So actually, all she's got is this liner and then these really lovely creamy eyeshadows, really dense, and got some lovely shimmer in them. Really, I think they're really beautiful.
Okay.
Yeah.
Different to what she did with Lauder.
Not that different though.
All right.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. It seems very similar and the packaging's quite similar. But
all right. Well, I love that. Right.
Okay, good. Then what I do is I really like this slightly dirty looking, this Eye Bright Rollerball by Benefit. So I will put that on my lower, because I think I've got small eyes, so I like to open them up. So I do that under there, and I have to be a bit careful that none of the liner drops, because that I find if my lower lash line gets dark,
like you've got grey roots, doesn't it?
Yeah, exactly.
Or baby pink roots.
And also closes up my eyes, I think.
Yeah.
So I use that there, and then I do use it a bit in the corners as well.
Nice.
Yeah,
like
so I really like that bit of kind of brightening to the face.
Nice packaging as well.
Yeah, it's good. And then sometimes I'll do myself a flick. And again, I really like this Benefit Rollerball.
Can I see the nib?
Roller liner.
Can I see the nib?
The nib. You're like, what's she doing? There is the nib. Yes.
Thank you.
But my favourite one is a Guerlain one that you dip into the pot.
Yes. That's such a beautiful packaging,
isn't
as well.
it? It's beautiful, but also I get much more control on those. But I don't know.
Lovely.
Yeah.
It's nice and light though, because it's quite heavy, the Guerlain one,
Yeah.
isn't it, with the packaging. But that's nice and transportable.
It's dirty.
Yeah, it's very nice.
Yeah, good.
You always can tell, because when you put the eyeliner on your hand, if you're testing it in a shop, sometimes it can separate.
Yes.
And you can see the ink sort of not sitting evenly, but that's a nice even ink from Benefit.
Then I quite like this, oh my God, there's so much Benefit, who knew? So this is Benefit Give Me Brow, and I just sort of comb that through. I probably should use a pencil as well, but instead what I tend to do is
rules. You don't have to use anything. That's just nice because it sort of just bulks up your brows. You've got a very good shape.
And if I have them tinted, that is something that I just think I need to do. I need to get them tinted, and I do get my lashes dyed and permed, and I find that's just such a big beauty boost for me.
It's the structure, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's kind of darkening your lashes, darkening your brows, just all the frame, isn't it, around your face?
And I think that's something massively worth paying for. I just think those beauty treatments that really give good payoff, that is one of them.
I wonder what I'd look like with that tattoo, because obviously I'm quite fair. It would look a bit hard on my face if I was, freshly washed. Right. Yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
Max Factor have got one like that. This is new to market though.
Okay.
And I like the consistency. It's longer wearing than that one, but the brush you have to be careful because it puts quite a lot of product on it.
Okay.
But it's very similar, but it's a little bit more water resistant.
That might be going in my handbag. Then we're on to mascara. I'm not sort of wedded to any particular mascara. This is the new one that I'm trying, a Trish McAvoy one. I like it because it's quite wet. And the brush is quite small.
I'm obsessed with mascara.
Okay, well maybe you try this one, see what you think. I mean, generally my favourites are those. I think L'Oreal do really good ones in terms of I like Eyes to Kill and Lancôme Definition. Is that right? I like both of those. More budget wise, I mean, you can't beat Max Factor, can you? On those, I have to say. So yeah.
Beauty Pie and Kiko, they've got a very similar brush.
Okay.
They are also very good budget ones as well. Nice. I like tiny little delicate ones.
I like a delicate brush.
Too big, it just goes everywhere.
Yeah, no, I agree. And then you can catch all the corners and that kind of stuff. What else have I got here? So then I am a real fan of this Guerlain Terracotta. Nice. So
lovely. Yeah, that's perfect for your colouring as well, isn't it?
So I just find that I use this darker one to go around here, under the cheekbones. I'm paranoid about my weak jaw, so I give myself a bit under here. This has got a bit
of... my friend corrected her jaw. You hear about that?
No.
She was doing those jaw exercises and she's literally pulled out her jaw. She's been to hospital about 5 times to try and correct it.
Because she was so paranoid about her jaw?
Well, she wasn't. Yes, she was paranoid, so she was trying to, stimulate her muscles.
Yeah.
She literally dislocated her jaw by doing it. So she had to have Botox in the back here, not for it to look good, just to ease the pain.
Oh, well, that's a lesson
so be warned.
to me. Be warned. Just use a bit of powder. So I sort of go under here. Yeah. I do a bit here, and I do it around here, and then this one's got a bit of shimmer in.
Right.
So I just do that sort of here, and then I do use that sometimes to give a bit of I like a palette where you can use everything in it.
Yes, agreed.
Because when I was on the magazine, people would always, like, all my assistants would always be like, I love this palette, can we shoot it? And I'd be like, there's so much wastage in palettes, but actually this one, use it all.
And now more than ever, people are so much more aware of that, aren't they?
Yeah.
And brands too.
Yeah,
thankfully.
Absolutely.
It is a time of change.
And this is a new entry.
Oh.
So these are brand new. So this is a Vichy Lip Balm. They do them in lots of colours, but just really shimmery, not shimmery.
Has it got an SPF in that then? I'm sure it has.
I don't know. But it feels really nice.
Tinted lip balm.
Just really moisturising, gorgeous. Yeah.
I'll try it over mine.
Yeah, try it over yours. Nice, right?
Yeah, nice texture.
Yeah. And again, not very expensive. Nice.
Nice. That warms up that
of your lips.
Well, they're drawn-on lips. They're not natural lips.
That's not true.
Do that for you.
No. And then if I wasn't wearing that lip, I love this new Chanel product. It's called, oh my God, my eyes are gone now. It's called Balm Is Sensual. And this one's in transparent. And I put it on my lips and it makes them look fuller, it makes them look glossier, but it's not gloss.
See, I've been using that on clients to make their skin look.
Yes, well that's the other thing. It's not, well, I'm not sure you're meant to use it on lips, but I love it on lips. And then I dab a bit on my cheekbones. Yeah. I might put a bit on my brow bones. Yeah. It just gives you a sort of nice gloss.
Yeah. I do like that. So I do like that. And when did that come out? Was that an autumn, winter, or is it a spring, summer product?
I don't know.
Okay.
Yeah, sorry about
Doesn't
that.
matter.
Yeah, so that's me. And I think people are sometimes surprised at how little I've got in there. But
it's a real tight edit.
Yeah, and it works for me. And I think, you know, we're bombarded all the time with all these things that you need, and actually you find the stuff that works for you. Someone would really badly need an under eye concealer. That's not my problem. I need a redness concealer. So I think you have to be focused on what you need, but I hope that's helpful to people.
Oh, I'm sure it will be. Rosie will be able to chat to you all below. She's going to set up her own channel. Just because.
Yes.
And Rosie is going to come back and talk about her rosacea. She got it when she was in her early 20s, how she's learnt to, I suppose, what's the word, Rosie? It's
manage it.
Manage.
I think.
I wouldn't say monitor, but manage it, because it's not something that ever goes away.
Yeah.
It's really fascinating. So if you find that interesting, then come back and see us in a couple of weeks. And thank you so much for coming in.
Thank you.
You're a
Bye.
babe. Cheers.